So, welcome to day 5 of happiness. Now, just as kindness works in both directions, so does empathy or compassion. It's really important that we have a sense of understanding towards our own feelings of disquiet or discomfort, challenging situations in life, whatever it might be. It's more than just being kind to ourselves. It's also about not wanting ourselves to be in that difficulty, to experience that difficulty. And there's a subtle difference between the two. So when difficult thoughts arise, when difficult feelings arise, not criticizing, not judging, stepping back, recognizing how this is part of the human experience, but that if we can step back far enough and really embrace these feelings, then we allow ourselves to process them and to let go of them rather than carrying them round as part of this sort of heavy baggage. So really important to approach the mind in a very soft, gentle and understanding way. And then you really do provide the conditions for happiness in the mind. But for now, just take a moment to get comfortable, and when you're ready, just starting the exercise in the usual way, eyes open, and some nice big deep breaths. And now just with the next out breath, gently closing the eyes and just settling in to those different physical senses as you become more familiar with the space around you. And just scanning down through the body in your own time now. Noticing where those feelings of lightness and heaviness, stillness and agitation might be. Not thinking about them, just noticing them. And noticing the mood of the mind as it observes these different sensations. And just pausing briefly now just to be clear about your intention, your motivation, remembering that this is about those around you. It's also about yourself, creating the right conditions for a happy and contented mind. And now just bringing the attention back to the body, back to the feeling of the breath in the body. As you just start to follow the breath, noticing the rhythm, noticing how each breath is different from the last. And as you continue to follow the breath, you're starting to notice that shimmer, that pinprick of light in the middle of the chest, middle of the body, the potential for reducing any discomfort, difficulty, letting go of any challenging emotions and thoughts. As it begins to expand outwards, all the qualities of sunlight, it's very bright, it's very clear, it's very spacious. It's moving outwards in every direction, filling every single last part of the body. So continuing to expand outwards. Make sure you include the throat, the neck, the head, so that every single last part of the body feels very spacious, very light, completely free from any difficulty as it continues to expand outwards now, beyond your own body, into the space around you. And you take that as far and wide as you like, until the mind really can't imagine going any further at all. So if you got caught up in any thinking, just recognizing that and gently bringing the attention back again. Remember, allowing the mind to sink down into that feeling, to be aware of that feeling whilst focusing on the breath. And when it feels as though the mind can't go any wider, any more vast, then in that moment just letting go of any focus and just letting the mind do whatever it wants to do. And then just bringing the attention back to the body, back to the space around you, the sensations in the body, that feeling of contact, noticing sounds, smells. And in your own time, you can just gently open the eyes again. Notice how you feel. Notice how it feels to have taken that time out for yourself. And as always, just being clear about the value, the intention to be aware throughout the day today. And as you go, just noticing how often throughout the day you ignore the thoughts, how often you perhaps give yourself a hard time, give your emotions a hard time, or you criticize the thoughts in your mind or the words, the things that you say. These are just old habits. They're not part of who we are. As soon as we start to see those things clearly, we begin to let go of them. But it's only in seeing them clearly, the sense of awareness of being present, that we can actually let go of them and start to experience a greater sense of that contentment or happiness of mind. I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 6.